guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and here we have LR, Golden Frieza, and Android 17. I mean, they are a very good unit, but they're definitely a quirky design, right? Now, when I say very good unit, I would say that would be, you know, I don't know, maybe the top 70 units in the game or something like that. Like, I don't know, right? Like, but this unit, I think, can look impressive at the right times, but I don't know that I would have this unit anywhere near maybe even the top 20 best units in the game. It's a very odd design. It's Gohan and Goten. I've been thinking about this a lot. I feel like Gohan and Goten work a lot better than 17 and Golden Frieza, because guess what? Gohan and Goten, they're like a hybrid Saiyan, and they have, you know, links like Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior and stuff like that. So even if they don't have a lot of key links unless they're getting help and stuff like that, like, it's very easy to build around them. I mean, yeah, 17 and Golden Frieza, there are a number of units, you know, like Jiren, the Gohan and Golden Frieza, MVP 17, LR Universe 7, that, like, sort of have that link set there, but, like, I just feel like if you're running Reps Universe 7 and stuff like that, wouldn't you rather build around the Saiyans? The UI Gokus and Evolution Blue Vegeta and Goku and Frieza and stuff? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess they do work good with Goku and Frieza, though, because they have solid support, shocking speed, tournament power, fierce battle, and legendary power. So this 5 out of 7. I don't know. Let's just take a look at how they look, and we'll sort of see. All right, so remember that Gohan and Frieza are a support type unit. We're actually going to be able to get full 24 key for them right here, which is going to be good. Defense is 122k, which I feel like is pretty good. Like, for the fact that they build up, I mean, this is what can be difficult for them in, like, the God event, right? So, Frieza and 17. So they start out with 70% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then they have a 70% chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks. So that's, I believe it's a 70% chance to proc 1. So, like, they have 2 separate 70% chances to proc 2 attacks. What was that, 3.3? I mean, I guess that's okay. They get 7% attack and defense up to a max of 70%. So they need to do 10 attacks to fully build up. And then they get 1 key up to a max of 7. Wow, that's it? All right. And then they get 1 key up to a max of 7 with each attack performed. So again, 10 attacks, and they'll have their full attack and offensive buff. 7 attacks, and they'll have their full key buff. Then they also reduce damage received and get a chance of performing a crit by 7% with each attack performed within the same turn. Now, the only thing is, really, I would say the issue with this unit that I've found lies in that ability right there. What I've found is that that is not that great and not that impactful. Even if you get 4 attacks with them for the 28% damage reduction, I don't know that their defense is just, it doesn't get quite high enough, like maybe even ever, unless you have like MVP 17 with them, to the point where that damage reduction is helpful whatsoever, right? Like, I feel like it works with LR Evolution Blue Vegeta because he's starting out at like 200k defense, right? So it's like, oh, okay, like, he's good, and then he's got that damage reduction that ramps up, and by the time you get it to the full 40, which by the way is higher than even 17 and Golden Frieza can get up to, then Vegeta is usually pretty good at that point, right? Whereas, again, like, 28% damage reduction, I don't know, that's just not good enough. Like, I don't like that ability at all. I think this unit could have been helped. Here's what they should have done. They should have given them 40% damage reduction, boom, just start of turn, which would have worked really well with their sort of, like, building up defense, right? And then also, I don't know what they get. The crit chance, I guess, could remain the same, 7% crit chance per attack, but it should have just been 40% damage reduction. I mean, just that alone, I think, would have made this unit quite a bit better in, like, Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that, because I posed the question, where is this unit going to help you? What stage in this game is 17 and Golden Frieza? Like, yes, I got them. I could finally beat this stage. Who? What stage? Which one? Point it out to me. Universe's Rival Saga Super Battle Road? No. Refs Universe 7 Super Battle Road? No. Join Forces Super Battle Road doesn't exist yet, and neither does Battle of Wits. The Legendary Goku event, which can be beaten fully free to play? Like, Infinite Dragon Ball History? Like, sure, like, the hardest Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, I think this 17 and Golden Frieza probably would be pretty solid in, especially because once you get to the most difficult portion of the fight, you can bust out their active skill. It's another thing I haven't talked about yet. They have an active skill. Now, their active skill, to me, seems to be what this unit is based around, because after they do 4 super attacks, you could activate it. Then you get 7 ki, 77% defense, and a guaranteed crit for all attacks for 1 turn. But 4 super attacks, you're just never going to see this ever. Like, I go into the God event with this unit a bunch, and I never get it. Like, people can say, oh, well, not everyone has full rainbow boxes and stuff like that with me. Well, guess what? I'm evaluating unit as if you have every unit fully rainbowed and stuff like that, Link level 10. Because guess what? I do. So I could say that. I'm speaking for myself when I say that this unit just doesn't compare to a lot of the other super powerful, crazy stuff. And, like, there's, in a lot of these stages, there's better units you could use because it's just, I don't know. The active skill, you're just not going to get. Like, in the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, yeah. Legendary Goku event, you'll get it in there. But, like, that's it. Like, that's, I don't know. Now, God Topo, what's funny about this is their true best partner is actually God Topo. Because their links, Tough as Nails, Brainiacs, Solid Support, Shocking Speed, Turn Up Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Tough as Nails is the first link right there. Tough as Nails gives a massive 20% defensive buff, as well as 5% damage reduction. So now, they have that, pushing them to 176k defense. Then they already have that 5% damage reduction, and then they could build up another 28% of it, which could take them up to, what, 33% damage reduction at best? That's a little bit more helpful. But, again, God Topo, it's odd, right? Like, it seems odd to me that their best partner is God Topo. I don't know. Like, it's a little bit... Tough as Nails, they definitely did not need. Alright, so let's see how much damage he'll do right here. Should be a fairly good amount. I mean, God Topo, of course, is giving 40%. Then Gohan and Frieza were giving 20% as well. So that's the thing, too. Like, you see their damage. Like, I mean, this is a summonable LR that came out alongside LR Universe 7. And then the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. And it's like, I see that 4 million attack stat right there. And it's like, that was what turn was that? That was turn 4? Like, UI Goku could be pushing out a 6 million attack stat with a 50% chance to crit turn 1. So could Evolution Blue Vegeta. So it's just like the design for 17 and Golden Frieza, I would say is pretty underwhelming to me. I feel very comfortable in that, and I feel like my criticisms like of this unit are correct. What else should I? Okay, so they do also lower attack on 18G super attack. That's good. I do like that they were given that. That gives them a little bit more viability for Super Battle Road stages, right? Obviously, lowering attack is very powerful in those types of stages. Battlefield as well. Keep in mind this unit, this is an extreme physical unit, by the way, which I would argue extreme physical did not need this. I mean, you can run them with Angel, Golden Frieza. I mean, they're going to share Shocking Speed, Turn Up Power, and Fierce Battle, so that can work, but I don't know. I don't know that extreme physical, like, was the best, like, bet for this unit. And then their leader skill, Universal Survival Saga or Joined Forces. I don't know, man. I go through this unit in, like, virtually every single way, and it's just like I just see a lot of misplays with this unit is what I would say. Alright, so this will be our last turn. I guess we're gonna get 24 key. Their key kicks in immediately, so this should be a 24 key super attack right here. Now they're at 200. Now, okay, on this turn, they're really good because over 200k defense, you know, and they've got the damage reduction from Tough as Nails, and they're getting damage reduction as they attack. But, like, look at the rotation. 17 and God Topo, so the amount of defensive support is insane. So let's see what attacks that they get right here. And this is 24 key, right? No, it's not. 3.94. Okay, so they work like Evolution Blue Vegeta, and that the key kicks in after they attack them, huh? Okay. And then there's a normal. All right, so then, as if there's not enough like, I could criticize, like, every single part of this unit. The last thing that's unfortunate is they're only in 4 category teams. Universe Survival Saga, Reps of Universe 7, Joint Forces, and Battle of Wits. So they're just not, that's what, like, they're just not useful in that many places, right? I guess let's go to, like, Reps of Universe 7 next, or maybe Battle of Wits / Boo Saga. At least we can get the 50% support Boo with them, and he works really well with them, right? Alright, so now we're on the Reps of Universe 7 team, and this team has now gotten way too powerful to take into Dokkan events. Now, one way this LR could definitely work would be this. You have the God of Dokkan in slot 1, covering all weakness. Like, this works with, like, every LR, basically, because his link set is so good. And then you can put 17 in Gold and Frieza in slot 2. Now, just with UI Goku, we have Shocking Speed, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. I mean, we have 5 key from Links, which is certainly something that's going to help out 17 and Gold and Frieza a lot. And then, you know, you could sort of keep them in slot 2 to where that extra damage reduction from them attacking will actually factor in. See, that's another thing, is that, like, this is not a slot 1 unit, right? You have to keep this unit in slot 2, otherwise you're just not going to make any use out of that ability for them to build up their damage reduction, right? Like, the chance to crit per hit is a fine ability, considering part of their kit is doing additional normals, and additional normals can be good if they do become crits, so it's not that bad there, but the defense is where it's going to be an issue. Now, obviously, you know, I explained that this is the way, like, you probably would want to run the rotation, but UI Goku will kill this Frieza, so I have to put them in slot 1. Look at you, dude, look, see, this one, like, it's, UI Goku is sitting here with 228k defense, and he has a 70% chance to dodge. Like, people, like, we understand how good that is, right? Like, because people, he only has a 70% chance to dodge. Okay, you put 17 in Gold and Frieza in a difficult event, they have 150k defense, they just get instantly killed, right? Goku has a 70% chance of completely avoid a super attack from one of these crazy bosses, but then even if he gets hit, he still has better defense than 95% of the game. Like, it's insane. It's insanity. Like, I don't know. UI Goku is just too crazy. But anyway, let's put 17 in Gold and Frieza in slot 1 right here. Again, we'd be able to bleed out a little bit more damage next to MVP 17, because, you know, then we would be able to have solid support active. But, you know, I want to make sure we're getting actual footage of 17 in Gold and Frieza. After this, we're going to hop into... I don't know. I mean, we got to go into one of these long events, right? So that we could actually see 17 and Gold and Frieza building up their damage. Like, it's absolutely crucial that we get a bunch of attacks with them so we could sort of see them maneuvering at full power. Because, yeah, just like these Dokkan events, it just can't cut it. Now, LR Universe 7 is going to be a fine unit that could work with them as well. Because, again, they're going to share most of the same link sets. Same with Goku and Frieza. Right, so you do have a number of units where you are going to share a lot of these same link sets, but it's like, to me, Universe 7 and 17 and Gold and Frieza, they're not quite as, how do I say, like, versatile or defensive as I was like, right? Because, like, LR Universe 7 can do similar damage to Goku and Frieza, but Goku and Frieza, I feel like their defense is just way higher than what Universe 7 does after they super attack. Okay, so... here we go. Here's a helpful, like, rotation, right? So 17 and Gold and Frieza, and then Goku and Frieza, they've got a lot. Now, if we were able to get the 18-key super attack for them, we'd be able to lower attack to help with them with their ability, their passive, Goku and Frieza. But that's why Goku and Frieza's EZ is so crazy, because we just have solid support active. Boom, Angel Gold and Frieza, his defense is being lowered, so Goku and Frieza are going to be at their full attack buff, which is going to be really good. We're actually not going to be able to have enough key, it looks like, to get an 18 key with 17 and Gold and Frieza. That's okay, because Goku and Frieza will go ahead and wrap up at the end here. And then UI Goku, capable of using his active skill. Crazy. All right, 17 and Gold and Frieza, 2.49. I mean, again, we're running them on Reps of Universe 7 right here. You know, you got Goku and Frieza there. They have 5 out of 7 links. They, you know, they do need to build up. We need more and more attacks, but, like, this is definitely not really, I would say, like, a good Dokkan event character. Just when other shit is around that's just, like, way stronger. So Goku and Frieza there, 6.65, pretty good. Obviously, Universe 7 was able to even beat that number, huh? Pretty easily, too. And then we have LR Goku, who, remember, whatever attack set he does right there, 3 mil. If he crits, you double the attack set, and he's got a 50% chance to crit, right? So that's why I like UI Goku and Vegeta's damage. I've talked about it so much, people probably get it now, but, like, Goku and Vegeta, both of them, not just Goku, but both Vegeta and Goku, their damage is actually highly underrated by the community, I've noticed. Alright, so Reps of Universe 7 is obviously where we're going to see 17 and Gold and Frieza really rocking their full power, right? So we're going to just run this back right here. The only thing about running, like, Universe 7, Goku and Frieza, 17 and Gold and Frieza, like, I would argue it doesn't really work, I think, with all of them, because they're all too key hungry. Again, UI Goku and Vegeta, I feel like you can make it work with them, right? They only need to get a 12 key, and they're tearing the entire game in half, right? But, like, all the others, like Goku and Frieza, if you're not going to get their 18 key super attack, like, you don't even, like, there's no point in even running them, right? Like, I mean, yeah, there is, but, well, I mean, they're still at least the best leader for Reps Universe 7 in terms of, like, stats and stuff like that, right? But, like, running a lot of these LRs, like, these are all LRs that are really good with, 17 and Golden Frieza. And I'm checking this out, and it's like, I just feel like it doesn't work. It's like, we're seeing them all put up these ridiculous attack stats, stuff like that. It's like, ooh, wowee! Like, you know, like, I'm a free-to-play player. Look at these big numbers go boing! And it's like, yeah, sure, but these units, like, we're not, like, we're really not getting, like, max effectiveness out of a bunch of these characters right here, right? This is just, like, I didn't even really feel like this was just smashing all of our strong characters together, because, of course, we have, you know, Tien and Roshi, who's a really powerful support, and stuff like that, but, The other thing, too, I would say, is that, I've mentioned this many times, I do feel as though the best build for Reps of Universe 7 is Goku and Frieza, definitely. You run them as your leader. They're too good. You need them, for sure. Then, we also want to go ahead and, I think, bring a friend, UI Goku. I think is probably the ideal way to build Reps of Universe 7. Because, like, 2 Goku and Friezas are good. Like, they do so much damage, their defense is good after they super attack, but, like, you really, like, have to keep both of them in the second slot and just let them go. I think one of them on the team works really good, and then maybe the other rotation could be, like, Vegeta and Goku or something like that. Like, there's just a lot of ways to make it work, right? Alright, so at 159k defense, I probably should leave 17 here with them, because, you know, he's gonna give them the extra key and stuff like that they need, but let's just go ahead and have them just sort of build up for a while. Again, they need 10 attacks to fully build up. You know, we also would want to see their active skill as well, which is going to need 4 super attacks. You can just sort of see, like this unit, like, they can get there, but by the time they get there, they're just doing the same damage that all the other LRs Reps Universe 7 are doing on turn 1, right? So, the same way I said that LR Universe 7, I think actually is a good idea, but would be better utilized on, like, another category team like Rapid Growth or Special Pose, or maybe even like Universe 6 or some team like that. I think it would work a lot better. I feel like that's the same can be said for 17 and Golden Frieza. The design is fine, but, like, I don't know that Reps of Universe 7 is the best place for them, where there's already so many really key-hungry LRs. Yeah, they all have Tournament of Power. A lot of them, there's a lot of, like, common links. There's a lot of support-type characters and stuff like that. Like, it can work, but at what point is it just too much? Too many units that you're really fighting for the key with, right? Because, like, Vegeta, depending upon what's going on, you know, key can be a bit of an issue for him as well. LR Evolution Blue Vegeta. I feel like for UI Goku, typically you're going to be fine, because UI Goku, of course, is going to be able to build up ki from his dodge much easier and much quicker than a lot of other units are going to be able to build up their, like a lot of LR stuff like that will be able to build up their sort of ki mechanics, right? So that's probably going to help out UI Goku. We'll do a couple of more turns here. Again, I'd like to see 17 and Golden Frieza really build up a bit more. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll finish up. Let me know what you guys think of this LR. Again, I don't think they're bad. It's just, I think that maybe the timing was bad. Like, maybe if Universe 7 and Golden Frieza 17 would have came out a little bit later, like next year, and they just would, you know, be power creeped a little bit extra, like just a little bit stronger, it might have worked better. I don't know. 174k defense. I mean, defense definitely really good right there. We do want to keep in mind, of course, that this is with, you know, Tien and Roshi. Remember, Tien and Roshi are just an absolutely ridiculous support type unit, right? 3 key and 40% attack and defense is an absolutely huge number, right? 5.35. I mean, that's definitely getting better. And then it's like maybe if their additionals were guaranteed too, but I feel like I've had way too often where it seems like, yeah, like just where we're getting like 1 additional or 2 additionals. Like, for this unit, you really need like double supers, right? Because again, the active skill is a huge, the active skill is a huge portion of this unit, right? Like, very, very important portion of this unit, but like, it's just very difficult to get there with 4 super attacks. The earliest you could conceivably get there would be turn 5. So at bare minimum, 17 and Golden Frieza have a turn 5 active skill, which is like, you know, maybe they're designed for long events like the God event and stuff like that, but that's still going to be a situation where you would need them to double super. Like turn 5 that would consider you getting them turn 1, they double super attack, and then on turn 3, they also double super attack. And then after that, you'd have your 4 supers so you could use your active skill. But otherwise, I feel like it's just going to take a very long time before you get that active skill, to the point where it'll be too late, I feel like, to help you in most events, right? I mean, again, for Infinite Dragon Ball history, we could certainly, like, look at that. Like, the Goku and Frieza at the very end are, you know, one of the toughest enemies in the game. They cancel dodging and their tech, so they're a direct hard counter to AGL UI Goku, right? That's where Golden Frieza and 17 can really shine, right? We could pop their active skill, where, you know, that Goku and Frieza are at their absolute strongest, and, like, you know, once 17 and Golden Frieza pop their active skill, now their defense is, like, 300, 400k, which, you know, with any amount of damage reduction, and they're taking, like, double digits from nearly everything, right? It gets very, very impressive. But it just takes so long. Okay, so finally we can use it, right? Let's see. So if we use the active skill, we'll get quite the nice buff. I think I actually want to wait until next turn, and then we're going to use the active skill with them. I don't know. I have not been counting their attacks. They have to be getting close to their max buff, though. 164k. Now, if it comes to running 17 and Golden Frieza along with the LR Universe 7, keep in mind that LR Universe 7 is giving defense to the entire rotation when they super attack. So that can be very, very good with the 17 and Golden Frieza, to give them that extra little bit of defense that even the small numbers of damage reduction they have can really shine. Because the higher your defense is, and then you just add in just a touch, a pinch of, like, damage reduction, and it is a very powerful combo, but you need the defense first. That's why LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, if he just had 40% damage reduction along with the 200k plus defense he's starting out with, he is, like, way better. Like, that is, like, a huge, like, jump up for LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, but it does take a little while. All right, so I just caught, like, Zamasu just supered them and lowered their defense. I'm actually gonna skip ahead a little bit before I use their active skill, because I would prefer that they not have their defense lowered, because that'll last for 3 turns. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit, and we're going to take a look at what they're going to get right here. All right, so here we have them. I mean, this is going to be probably the best they'll look. I mean, they're at 400k defense. Obviously, their passive's fully built out. They're getting a huge support buff. They have everything active except for legendary power. I mean, this is this unit looking good. I mean, Roshi and... See, because that's the thing, Roshi and Tien, they do have tough as nails as well, huh? I think Roshi and Tien, if they... Because when this unit, when 17 and Golden Frieza came out, Tien and Roshi were a non-factor, because they had their TUR was just, like, it was very mid. They got their EZA, and now they're, like, gargantuan good. So now it's like, I mean, we could sort of do like this. Like, they're not the worst. I mean, they're at 256k defense. That's pretty good. I don't even know if their pass was fully built up. I mean, again, that's a lot of support, but I feel as though this could potentially be an interesting rotation, maybe. So they have what? Tough as Nails, Brainiacs, Solid Support, and Tournament of Power. Ki would definitely be, I think, a bit of an issue. Would it? I mean, they'd be getting 6 from Tien and Roshi, right? So at the very least, they would be super attacking. I don't know that their damage would be all there. And, like, as a rotation, it's definitely significantly weaker than, like, 7 other rotations you could run for Universe 7. But I guess at least, again, it is a possibility. So, all right, let's go ahead and pop their active skill. Again, they're at 390k right now. It's going to get pretty silly in a second.
赤が足止めに随分と全力を出されたようですね。
もし俺が失敗してもお前がいればあとは大丈夫だと思ったからな。
信頼していただけて光栄ですよ。
Alright, so now they're at a very good 700k. Is that good? I think so. I would probably say so. Alright, so let's see how they're going to look right here. They are doing guaranteed crits. I don't think they're going to do enough damage to take out Zamasu, but let's see right here. again, every attack they're going to do on this rotation is a guaranteed crit. I think the biggest thing this unit could get that could help out, maybe even more so than damage reduction, if their active skill is just something you could use on the second turn every time, that would help. So 7 million is what they do. I believe this is them fully built up with the active skill. I mean, again, I guess if we consider, though, that guaranteed crits, that's actually doubles. That's like a 14 million attack set is what they did right there. Plus the additional normals doing crits, which is going to do pretty decent damage. So, I mean, that is an uber impressive rotation by them right there. No doubt about that. So, I don't know. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Again, the thing about this Golden Frieza in 17 is that there is a lot to dislike, but I feel like there is a lot to like as well, right? Like, they are a similar type unit to LR, Gohan, and Goten. What's funny is I feel like I'm never getting their Hidden Potential System additional, and they have 17 additional. Like, if I'm going to give them anything, I'm probably going to give them more crit. Like, the Silver, again, yeah, I think I probably would give them more crit. A balanced crit and additional is probably what I'd want right there. And then that would work with their other crits that they've got available. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of them at full level 10 links. I mean, they're good, but there's just better out there, right? So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.